If you're 5% body fat and you go on a bulk and you go up to 10, you're still shredded. You are still shredded. But if you're 20% body fat, why are you bulking? Coach Greg and Tristyn Lee has finally decided to bulk. That's right, for years, he's been the most shredded guy we've seen on the internet, and he's finally had enough. A lot of people have said if he would only bulk up, imagine how much more muscle he could put on. Well, we're about to find out. And no, this is not clickbait. He is in fact on a bulk. But why? Well, Tristyn Lee himself has said that he's been suffering from body dysmorphia. This is when you look in the mirror and the reflection you see, it's not appropriate. He felt fatter, not as muscular as he should be, and there's a lot of pressure to look a certain way on social media. Think of it, this guy has been in the limelight ever since he was 15 years of age. He's now 19, and he's lived several years with the image of, look how shredded and muscular this guy is. Imagine what that does to your head. And for the last year, he hasn't been feeling as good. Perhaps being this lean, it's taken its toll on his body and he doesn't feel as good as he could. So he's decided to add in extra calories, gain some body fat, and improve his performance. So in today's video, we're going to watch what is he doing, what is he eating, what is the goal? I know there will without a doubt be a lot of criticism from this video, and I've accepted that. I don't think so, Tristyn. I think people just want you to be healthy and happy. If anyone is mad that Tristyn Lee is no longer trying to stay under 5% body fat, then there's something wrong with that other person. Not you, Tristyn. You have every right to look the way you want and to be healthy. And everyone knows I'm against bulking. But I'm not against Tristyn bulking. I say don't bulk if you're already fat. Tristyn is excessively lean. So to gain weight, body fat, that makes sense. I am about being healthy. Most people who go on a bulk, they're already fat. You don't need to bulk if you already got the bulk. Does that make sense? And you gotta laugh, you read some of the comments. I would pay to see Tristyn eat a donut. I'll pay him $1,000 to eat one. Tristyn, I think instead of starting your own supplement company, you could just get people to pay $1,000 per donut to eat. Imagine how much money Will Tennyson would have. $1,000 a donut? Are you kidding me? I'm gonna eat donuts. Even I'll eat donuts for $1,000 a donut. Oh, and you can eat healthy, high-protein donuts, anabolic donuts. Get my meatless cookbook. The meatless cookbook. It's like Bizarro World. Coach Greg and Tristyn Lee were on the opposite sides. He's like Liver King. He's eating beef liver and hearts and all the animals you can imagine. And here I am selling a meatless cookbook. But the diet you're following doesn't really matter if you're trying to bulk or cut. What matters is if you're at a calorie surplus to bulk or a deficit to lose weight.
So I'm making sure that I'm getting all the micronutrients that I need, prioritizing optimizing my performance rather than just staying shredded 24/7.
So although Tristyn is highly educated, he knows a lot about this stuff and he watches a lot of videos, he's studying, he's learning, he's broadening his horizons, I do think he's missing out on the carbs. For a guy who's trying to optimize his performance and not just be shredded, I really do think he would be better with carbs. I don't think a carnivore diet is the ideal diet. I think you could have higher testosterone levels, feel better, perform better with carbs. You can debate me, you can argue this with me, but if a ketogenic diet or a carnivore diet was optimal for exercise performance, why wouldn't most UFC fighters, boxers, NFL players, basketball players, baseball, why wouldn't the best athletes in the world all be following this diet? When millions of dollars are at stake, don't you think these people have the best trainers and are looking for the optimal diet to improve their performance?
I lowered my overall training load and I increased my calories and I found that my body actually dropped in weight, which is pretty insane to think about.
So he was eating just under 2,100 calories a day and upped it to 2,500, and since then he's gone up to 2,700 calories. When you go on a bulk, you don't have to add in thousands of calories. You don't need to force feed. In going from 21 to 2,500, that's 400 additional calories. Now at 2,700, that's 600 additional calories. And he's not actually gaining a bunch of weight. He's not. When you eat more calories, sometimes what happens is your NEAT, non-exercise activity thermogenesis calories, it increases expenditure. You move around more, subconsciously. Maybe you're tapping your feet. Your metabolism in general can potentially burn more calories when you eat more. But at the end of the day, it is calories in, calories out. If he eats extra calories that he doesn't burn, eventually he's going to gain weight and, in fact, body fat.
I love getting the pasture-raised eggs. They taste absolutely delicious, but I make sure that I am actually eating the egg yolk because that is where a lot of the nutrients do come from. So I don't really understand why people cut out the egg yolks.
Well, Tristyn, the reason we cut out the yellows, the yolks when dieting is because that's where most of the calories are. So if we ate a dozen eggs, 12 times 75, it's about 800 calories. If we eat only the whites, you might only get 200 calories. So when someone's dieting and trying to stay satiated and full, it's easier to be full on the whites than the yellow. I'm not saying to cut out all of the yellows, but if you do in fact eat fewer of them, it's going to be easier to lose weight because you will be in what you need to be, which is a calorie deficit. So the problem is when you're dieting, you get hungry. And so if you eat mostly the whole egg, you're not going to be as satiated as if you eat fewer whole eggs and more egg whites. So that is in fact a reason. Hope that helped.
When I talked to Greg Doucette about this, I go to the bathroom 6 to 7 times a week, so once per day pretty much, and that's pretty normal, nothing too crazy, not like him where he goes 15 times per day, which is absolutely ridiculous.
Well, I don't actually go 15 times a day. However, I did go that many times when I had the 10,000 calorie challenge against Will Tennyson. But definitely a lot more than once a day. He said 6 or 7 times a week. That's a typical day for me, but I do in fact eat a shit ton of fiber. No pun intended.
Creatine, 5 grams of creatine every single day. Creatine is one of the longest studied, longest researched supplements on the market. It has so many benefits for strength, recovery.
100% agree. Tristyn Lee's having 5 grams of creatine a day. It is one of the only supplements that we know for sure works. Creatine, beta-alanine, caffeine, things like that. These are supplements that we know absolutely well, question, work.
2 other supplements that I take for stress as well as sleep, I found they've helped me with stress and helped me with sleep, are L-theanine and ashwagandha.
And oddly enough, he's taking several ingredients to help him sleep. It's in my sleep aid. So you can get these by purchasing my sleep aid. Tristyn Lee eventually will have a supplement company. I'm sure you can purchase it from him. But until then, sleep aid. If you're having a hard time getting to sleep, staying asleep, please think about getting sleep aid.
I'm increasing my calories more and more and more until we keep this weight up. I'm not so focused on body composition with regards to getting leaner or anything like that. I really just want to optimize my performance.
And so just because he's on a bulk doesn't mean he's going to lose his abs. He lifts his shirt up. He's clearly still shredded. If you're 5% body fat and you go on a bulk and you go up to 10, you're still shredded. You are still shredded. But if you're 20% body fat, why are you bulking? You're already 20%. So a bulk, to me, it's great for people who just competed in the Mr. Olympia. Chris Bumstead, they need to go up in body fat. Chris Bumstead, shreddy, could be competing in bodybuilding without even dieting. If you're that lean, don't feel good, eat more.
You guys are questioning my dirty pan. It's because I was up at 3 a.m. cooking beef liver, because what else would you do at 3 a.m. as a 19-year-old kid?
I'm thinking of what else could you be doing at 3 a.m. as a 19-year-old? A lot of things. But Tristyn Lee's been such a health nut for his entire childhood. He probably hasn't gone out and partied and done the fun things and been bad, but maybe he'll go out some night and see what people do at 3 a.m. But I can tell you this, nothing that happens after 3 a.m. is probably things you want to tell your mom and dad.
What does your mom always say?
Nothing good ever.
Nothing good ever happens after 2 a.m.
This is a new thing, the things I've been doing to fix my life.
And Tristyn Lee, he's writing motivational quotes on the fridge, and the most important one, take at least 1 rest day per week. It's not about going to the gym every single day. It's about being consistent. If you're in the gym 5 or 6 days a week and you take 1 or 2 days off, those days off allow you to recover. You don't have to go to the gym 365 days a year. It's cool, but you don't need to do it. Listen to your body. If you're tired, sore, take the day off. Yes, I encourage training harder than last time. But if you keep going to the gym and you're sore, overtrained, overworked, train easier or take the day off.
No social media, phone, or blue light after 7:30 p.m.
There is no way I can make the sacrifices needed to have optimal sleep. No blue light, cell phones after 7:30. How would I get my work done in the day? I don't know where these people come up. You have to optimize sleep. You can't look at your phone after 7:30. You can't get a dopamine hit by looking at your phone throughout the day. You can't enjoy life. There's certain things in your life that we need to have. To me, I need to have a phone. I'm not going to put it away and just say, I can't look at my phone. Oh my goodness. Keep it away. I can't look. I'll turn to stone if I look at my reflection in the mirror. I'm not freaking Medusa. Do people know that reference? Am I old? Is that a normal reference? The snakes and the snake lady and then the stone and how am I going to kill it and the reflection in the mirror and you could see it and I think it was, I watched it when I was a kid. I don't know. Maybe people know Medusa, the snakes and the turn to stone if you see them. It scared me. I was so young when I watched it.
It really does affect your sleep, and that's what I've noticed, is that being able to get into that deep sleep phase.
I can take the sleep aid and it helps me sleep and I feel good and I'm doing extremely well. I don't know, do whatever makes you happy. If you can get away from the phone after 7:30, awesome. I think it's an amazing idea if you can handle it. I just don't think most people can do it. Same thing like me saying, don't eat any sugar. Never have sugar. Don't have cheat meals. Always eat perfectly. What kind of life is that? We need to have some fun things in our life. I'm not telling people never eat a chocolate bar in your life, even though it's not healthy. Frig, one chocolate bar a day is not going to kill you. You got to have balance, people.
Where your brain's actually signaling for your body to recover has been super important for my recovery.
And you know what I've noticed with recovery and feeling better? I've been taking Turk Builder for a couple weeks now, and I put on a couple pounds. I think it's mostly muscle. I'm literally 195 pounds this morning. I haven't been that big for a while. I've been in the low 190s, 195 pounds. I haven't added anything else. I haven't upped my dose for testosterone. I'm still on 140 milligrams a week. And so for me, even on HRT, adding in 6 pills of Turk Builder a day, it's allowed me to feel stronger, look bigger, get better pumps. I feel better. Maybe it's placebo. I don't know. I was skeptical. I thought, probably not going to work on me because I'm already on HRT. But I gotta be honest, I'm telling you the truth. I look and feel bigger and better. And it's sold out now still, but it should come out soon. I don't know when this gets posted, but it's sold out right now. Should be in soon. So what's gonna happen when it's out? I'm gonna tell people who are subscribers to the newsletter first. They're gonna be the first people to know. I'm not gonna put it on YouTube, Instagram, say, hey, it's available. Gonna send it out privately in a private email. Hey, it's ready now. Your first dibs. That's how we're doing it. So we have a lot of newsletter subscribers. And so if you want to be a newsletter subscriber, please click the link and subscribe to the newsletter. You'll be the first to know when this comes out.
No energy drinks and or caffeine after 12 p.m. I usually like having an energy drink, but my energy drink consumption went up to like 700 milligrams of caffeine a day.
And so, yeah, you can't overdo caffeine. He's 140 pounds doing 700 milligrams of caffeine a day. That is a lot. You're worried about the blue light from the cell phones? To me, it's about this. It's the low-hanging fruit. What do you think is worse for your sleep? Checking if your freaking clients are messaging you, have questions, and you're coaching them? Oh, I can't look at my phone after 7:30? Gonna hurt my business. I have to look. It's 12 o'clock. I look at my phone and message my clients and say, hey, you need to do this, do that. Need to do it. To me, it's part of my job. Do I need 700 milligrams of caffeine a day? No, cut the caffeine down. I don't even have 500 milligrams of caffeine a day, and I'm much bigger than Tristyn. 700 milligrams on his body is 1,000 on mine. So yeah, he's consuming way too much caffeine. If you're drinking pre-workout, save it for before the workout. Don't drink it all day. If you're having a cup of coffee, fine. 2, fine. Just don't drink 6. It's all about balance.
Even as I'm increasing my calories, it's a little bit of a push against any of those compulsive actions and stuff and obsessions over certain things. So,
and listen, it's not easy to go on a bulk and gain body fat. When you see yourself every day and you're known as the shredded guy and you add body fat, it is hard. So it's not easy for Tristyn. He's upped his calories, but imagine if he went all in like Stephanie Buttermore. You know Stephanie Buttermore. She went all in. Could Tristyn Lee go all in and just forget about everything and go and eat 5,000 calories a day of whatever he wants? He could. And imagine if he did like Stephanie Buttermore, did the all-in journey and gained 30, 40 pounds. of fat in a month or two. How do you think he would feel when he looks in the mirror? He's already struggling with body dysmorphia now. Imagine if he gained 30, 40 pounds of fat. I think it would be detrimental to his mental health. Physical health, I'm sure he'd be fine. He can handle gaining 30, 40 pounds of fat. But mentally, to see yourself gain 30 or 40 pounds that quickly, I don't think it's healthy. I think it's better the approach he's taking. He's slowly gaining body fat. I don't think it's the smart way to gain fat when you see yourself in the mirror lean all the time and then suddenly gain that much body fat. So when I was critical of Stephanie Buttermore, it's because I was concerned that so many people, millions of people watching, would suddenly just go all in. Say, yeah, I kind of don't like the way I look. I feel a little bit fat, or I just don't like the muscles I have. And so I know what I'm going to do. I'm going to follow Stephanie, but I'm going to eat everything and anything, whatever my heart desires, gain as much weight as I need to, and then my body will suddenly come back to normal, and then it'll reset itself. It worked for Stephanie Buttermore, so props to her, but I don't think it would work for most people. I think if you've been suffering with body dysmorphia, that obviously you should see a counselor, psychologist, somebody to help you. But aside from that, I think that gaining the weight slowly, that is the way to do it. You can slowly adapt to the changes in your physique. If you suddenly go up 10 or 20% body fat in a month or two, it might be too hard to handle. Then you might end up crash dieting yet again. Wishing Tristyn Lee the best of luck with his new bulking diet, hoping he feels better, has better performance, and continue to put out videos and content for you. He's a smart guy. Highly recommend you watch and follow his channel. Ending it here. GregDoucette.com for coaching. Greg Doucette IB Pro. Please watch the Boops and Harder Than Last Time supplements. You heard about them throughout the video. Please go and click the link in the description. Cookbooks. Got a meatless cookbook as well. Anabolic cookbooks, the best cookbooks, training books, coaching plans by me and my team. Subscribe, click the bell button, follow me on the gram and the talk. And until next time, Reporter Greg signing out.